Hey guys, I'm back, and today I'm going to read Demon Dentist, Chapter 2. Last video I read Chapter 1. The link's in the description box. And if you go to the last video, and then you check in its description box, you'll see its thing. What do you call it? Link, the first video of this thing, the introduction thing. So we've read The Simple Case of Toothache. Now we're going to read, let's see, Believe. Yes, we are. Let's read it. Chapter 2, Believe. Alfie ran out of the dental surgery as fast as his little legs would carry him. That fateful afternoon, the boy vowed that he would never go to the dentist again. To this day, he never had. Appointments had come and appointments had gone. Alfie had missed every single one. Over the years, there had been a sackful of reminder letters from the dentist, but Alfie had hidden them all from his dad. Alfie's was a family of two, just him and his father. The boy's mother had died giving birth to him. He had never known her. Sometimes he felt sad, as if he missed his mother, but then he would tell himself, how could he miss someone he had never met? To hide the appointment letters from the dentist, the boy would silently drag a stool across the kitchen floor. Alfie was short for his age. He was, in fact, the second shortest kid at his school. So he would have to balance on his tiptoes on top of the stool to reach the top of the ladder, where he would hide the letter. Okay, so here's the page. Here's Alfie on his tippy toes on the stool, and the letters from Daddy. And there must have been 100 letters buried up there by now. And Alfie knew his father couldn't reach them. That's because of many years Dad has been unwell, and had late become confined to a wheelchair. Before ill health forced him out of work, Dad was a coal miner, a great big bear of a man. He had loved working down the pit and providing for his beloved son. However, all those years he spent down the mine took a terrible toll on his lungs. Dad was a proud man, and he didn't let on about his illness for many years. He worked harder and harder to dig more and more coal, even taking on extra shifts to help make his ends meet. Meanwhile, his breathing became shallower and shallower, until one afternoon he collapsed at the coalface. When Dad came round at the hospital, the doctors told him he could never go down a mine again. Just one lungful of coal would finish him off for good. As the years passed, Dad's breathing got worsened. Getting another job became impossible, and even everyday tasks, something as simple as tying a shoelace, grew to be a struggle. Soon Dad could only get around in a wheelchair, with no mom or brothers or sisters. Alfie had to take care of his father alone. Besides having to go to school and do his homework, the boy would do all the shopping, all the cleaning, cook all the meals, and do all the washing up. Alfie had never complained, though. He loved his dad with all his heart. Dad's body may have been broken, but his spirit wasn't. He had a great gift for telling stories. Listen, pup, he would begin. Dad would often call his son that, which Alfie loved. So this page only has writing, so not much to see, but I'm still just going to show it to you guys. The image it conjured up of a big soppy dog and a little puppy snuggling up together always made the boy feel safe and warm inside. Listen, pup, Dad would say. All you have to do is close your eyes and believe. From their little bungalow, Dad would take his son on all sorts of thrilling adventures. They would ride on magic carpets, dive under the oceans, even drive stakes through the herd of vampires. It was a multicolored world of make-believe, a million miles away from their black and white existence. "Take me to the haunted house again, Daddy," the boy would beg. "Perhaps today, my pup, we will take you to a journey to the whole haunted castle." Daddy would tease. "Please, please, please," Alfie would say. Yeah. Father and son would close their eyes and meet in their daydreams. Together they went out fishing for the day in Scotland and caught the Loch Ness monster, climbed the Himalayan mountains and came face to face with the abominable snowman, slew a huge fire-breathing dragon, hid aboard a pirate ship and were forced to walk up the plank as stowaways, only to be saved by beautiful mermaids. So this is Alfie's dad taking Alfie to adventures. And that one they're riding the magical carpet. Rubbed a magic lamp and met a genie who gave them each 3 wishes each. Although Dad gave all his wishes to his son. Rode on the back of a Pegasus, the winged horse from Greek mythology. Climbed up a stalk to Giantland and met an extremely hungry Cyclops, whose perfect idea of between meal snacks was a scrawny little 12-year-old boy, so Dad had to save him. Became the first ever father and son team to successfully land on the moon in a homemade rocket. Were chased across the misty moors at night by a ferocious werewolf. This was the world of imagination. Anything was possible in Dad's and Alfie's adventures. Nothing could stop them. Nothing. So here's Dad and Alfie riding the Pegasus, the mythological, I'm really bad at this word, mythological, yes, winged horse that flies through the air, and became the first father and son team to land on space on a homemade rocket. As Alfie grew older, though, he found it harder and harder to see these things. As his dad spoke, the boy would open his eyes, become distracted, and begin to wish he could play computer games all night like the other kids at his new school. "Pup, just close your eyes and believe," his dad would say. However, Alfie was starting to think that now he was 12, nearly 13, and was too old to believe in magics and myths and fantastical creatures. He was about to find out how terribly wrong he was. So guys, that was the end of the chapter, and the next chapter is Whiter Than White. Ah. And so this book is by David Williams, if I didn't mention it before in this video. And guys, I will see you in my next video. The link for chapter 1 is in the description box. Bye guys. Like and subscribe my channel.